Hello. There's a detail. It occurred to me that I probably haven't come down here before while the submarine was down here. So this is the alternate entrance next to here, where I'm looking at this thing and I'm like, why does this thing exist? I don't know, but it fills with water and stuff, and all that. And I was like, wait a minute, but isn't that like close to where the submarine goes down? And that's probably it, right? Yep. That's why I can't use the submarine. I can't. In my logical brain, I'm like, I'll just pull the lever that makes it go down there while I'm in it, which I probably would do in real life. But no, you have to send it down, then go find it again. This looks complicated. So this thing's, is that full of water for pressure, like some sort of measurement? Right. Wherever you are, this makes this thing spin. Okay. You don't cause it to move? Okay, so how about you? Okay. Oh, that's why it looked weird. We were looking through the weird water bubble. Oh, you're probably how I steer then, huh? Left or right? Or can I also flip around? Oh boy. This could get complicated really fast. Okay. Let's go left. I came from the right. Let's try to hug this side of the wall. I'm just trying to mentally map this place a little bit, and so I'm going to try to wall hug a little bit. Looks like we have multiple multi-side junctions here. So I'm heading into another weird bubble, for lack of a better term, for the displaced water zones. Okay. So it should be safe to get out here, right? And then I can figure out where I am. I didn't really have a plan. I was just like, let's go in it and see what happens. And I'm like, wait a minute, crap, I can't see anything. I don't know where I am. Didn't plan this part. Okay. So there's the big thing that I operated somehow from that tower. It made something close. And don't know why yet. That's probably where I came from. This is a ladder. Can I climb it? What? No. Can I climb it? I don't know if my character can get out. There's this platform over here that looks kind of important, but I can't seem to click on it at all. Huh. Okay. Let's turn around then. And then go forward again. There we go. So we're back at the junction from before. Let's hug left, which might take us back to where we came from. Trying to explore the closer areas first. Is that another bubble spot? Yeah. This might be one of the ones I was trying to get into before and couldn't figure out how to. Alright. How do I get to you? How do I get to you? There's like a ladder over there. That's weird. Why can't I get to the ladder? If I rotate around, will that help me get to the ladder? No. Rotating around is how I was able to get out of the other tram-like object when I wanted to, so I thought I'd try that. Yeah, I can't seem to reach that. Not really sure why. Okay. Let's go back to the original perspective again. So we can't go anymore, can we? Oh, we can. That one says 1. There's an H shape. Okay. Let's go for the right side. If I'm correct, I think this will take me back to where I started. I'm trying to see if I'm right or not. Otherwise, I could be missing something. Definitely a spiritual successor to the puzzle, the similar puzzle that existed in the previous game. So that's not where I started, that's where I started. This is one of the other ladders we saw. Why can't I get on them? That's weird. So can I keep going forward or not? Nope. Didn't think so, because there's no rails. So here's where I was before. Let's try left. Shouldn't have skipped that one, because I haven't seen this path before. Whoops. Can I keep going forward? And here's a familiar looking junction. Which is all the more reason why I shouldn't have skipped that, because I accidentally skipped it and didn't notice that I'd gone into a, bubble junction. Let's go back to where I just was, and just double check that it is where I think it is, because I think this is where we started now. For reals. Okay, so this one did have a thing that lets me get out. Yes, this is where we started. Okay. So we did a lap of sorts, but there's still more places to check out. So here's the previous junction. Left, I believe, was a dead end. So right. Definitely reminiscent of one of the later puzzles from Myst 1. Where you're trying to navigate around inside of a rail system. Although I think this one has less audio cues and more like you have to figure out where you are by surfacing. And if you're persistent enough, making a manual map of the whole place. Ah, I can get out here. Is this the... somewhere? Came over here now, so you can see a lot of the depressions everywhere. That's where we just came from. That's one of the places I couldn't get out. That's another place I can get out, and it looks important because it's the thing I operated from the tower. But where is this? The highway up. What's with the levers? Oh, the different stops have numbers on them, right? Could these affect which areas have the ability to get out? Did I just lower all of them? That looks lowered. I can double check. I'm thinking it decides whether you can get out or not. I don't know, I see the same discs everywhere. So what did change? There's these spots around here. They're changing, aren't they? Let's latch into something really specific. This one's like really D-shaped right here. Let's see if I change them all, if that one's still really D-shaped or not. No? Maybe they aren't changing then. Okay. I'm just trying to imagine the difference. My first thought was that the little ring that seems to allow you to actually use the ladder at each stop might have been changing. Maybe not, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's more than 5 weird hole things. Are there 5 exits? I think so. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? So I'm at one of them. Could try going down again. Ah. Have you become inaccessible? And if you're up, do they become accessible? That, because I might still be on the right path and with my original thought, just the visual might not be as easy to tell from up there. Okay, so this is sticking out, that's sticking out. Okay, so the rings are there, regardless, is why it's hard to make out from up there, but I think you can see that they change length. So I think only some of them were on and some of them were off before, now they're all on. Okay. I can work with that. Then based on that, I can figure out which ones to turn on and off. If I'm lucky, they'll have it set up a nice, easy way where being in the up configuration just means that they're all in the same function and I don't have to, like, trial and error all of them. Which means that I might be able to use every ladder now. Let's try to get to the weird disc thing that I operated from the tower. Which I think is behind me now. So it should be on my left now, because I came from the right. You'll notice I skip the rotations a lot because it's just kind of time consuming, but I don't want to skip the movement because it helps me track where I am and see if there's any weird underground details that are important. So I think I'm at the ring now. I think. Here we are. What are you and why did I need you? Because it looked like you were like the ending point of like a lot of exploring. What's that? Drum roll, please. Okay. Did I just get on that? Oh, I did. I was like, I just wanted to look at it. Was this one of the systems they used for tributes or something, maybe? Like sacrifices to their guy that's just pretending to be religion? They're pretending to be their god? Oh, prisoner. Hi. Just enough video to show that he's moving, but nothing else. Is he the guy from the beginning that tried to steal my book? I can't click on him. He's unresponsive at the moment, as far as I can tell. Okay. That might let him out. Do I want to do that? Keeping an eye out. Would I want to let him out or not? I don't know. Was there always a ladder here? Oh, there it goes. The shortcut. Ah, yes, my favorite prompt in any Dark Souls game. Press A to kick down ladder. So welcome. So nice. You open a lot of shortcuts in this game. There's so many ways to get between any 2 points now, but the problem is, can I remember it? Did you learn your lesson, dude? You're in a weird prison that seems to be mechanical in nature, and so far the guy that does all the mechanical stuff seems like a prick to me, so maybe I'll just let you out by default. Oh, in fact, if you're in a mechanical prison, it seems likely that you are one of the people that, it seems like he'd be one of the resistance people, right? Wait, how did he just disappear? Wait, was that always there? Some of these rocks look like they can move, but everything kind of does. It's like, this is like a, it looks like pictures of a real wall that are weirdly like rasterized and turned into like a painting filter or something. There's a vague like Vanishing of Ethan Carter feel to all the textures in here where they look like real photographs that were then like sort of digitized into like low resolution video game pictures and kind of color filtered a bit. Alright, so what's your deal? What? Ew, I reached in there? Oh, that's why you looked out of place. The two rocks that looked out of place to me were both attached to that kind of wall. Am I finding... Maybe I'm finding the Resistance HQ, because it seems like he disappeared. There it is. Yeah, there's just a big ol' awkward bolt that hides you here, and that's the weird handle that lets you out. So he wasn't really in prison then, because he... Was he a guard? Maybe he's the lookout, and this is their hideout, and it's a pretend prison, but he's hiding out. I can't see anything. Okay. 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 There we go. Oh, light. Does that help at all? Side paths and whatnot. Alright, let's find every torch. There we go. Now the whole place is lit up. Interesting. Is that a side path or is that where I just came from? That's where I just came from. I saw a side path though, didn't I? You. And you specifically block one door or the other. Okay. Let's check out the first path I went down. Never mind. It seems like it's just a dead end with water and no inspectable spots. I think it's just I think it's meant to make you notice this thing because you need these lights to illuminate the area, and this light is sort of animated like it's a. It looks like a lever, like a train, one of those train levers or whatever. The ones where you have to squeeze a little side thing while you're pulling the lever in order to really show you that you mean it, in order to unlock it. But then you click on the little squeeze part, and it's like, surprise! It's a light bulb. It's lit. Keeping an eye out. There's a lot of wall to scan around here. Anyone here? Alright, that's the symbol of the Resistance, which I tentatively am hoping is an ally compared to the others. So I'm surrounded by tons and tons of stone that all have symbols on them. How many symbols? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That goes from umbrella to rocket. Is rocket still here? No. Okay. It looks like there's 6 visible from each direction, maybe? A little bit of overlap. I think I'm gonna hazard a guess at 24 symbols. Are they interactive? Yes. You're a password, aren't you? Okay. I don't have a password. All I've written down so far is a series of weird symbols that I believe are coordinates for planets or something. Okay. Ooh, do the shadows go away? I don't think they do. These shadows here don't seem to go change height based on you moving these tablets. Weird, it wouldn't change at first. Okay. So, beetle, alligator, moose, I've seen one of you before. Maybe I should press all the ones I've found so far to identify, like, local creatures. I've never seen a moose, I've never seen an alligator. Fish. I mean, there's presumably fish, but I haven't seen one, no. Oh, look at you! It's like a scrib from, Morrowind. I think that's what they were called. Yeah, that's probably a tick. That's not great news. Frog creature? Oh, yeah. Oh, beluga whale or something like that? Crab. Would you be what a frog looks like, or is that wrong? Neither of you look quite right, do you? I have seen a frog. We caught one. Whale. Anteater marsupial thing? That's kind of froggy. With like a weird number of arms. It's like a one-eyed cat. Pelican thing. I feel like the beak of the other one was more accurate. I get thrown off because as I'm looking around, they'll rotate for me sometimes. Like a frog that's missing its arms. Bird. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what to think about these. Oops. Wasn't going for that. Like a dragonfly... Like a dragonfly horsefish? Seahorse? You're the froggiest thing I've seen so far. No, that's not opening you up. Well, those are the animals that come to mind so far. I've seen that guy, I've seen the weird beak things on the shore, I've seen the beetle, I suppose. At least there's a shortcut now, if I want to get in and out of this place. There's no skip for listening to the sound effect, though. Okay. At the moment... So I have a shortcut to get back here, which is good, because I'm gonna have to come back here when I find the answer to the animal riddle, apparently. Might want to check some notebooks here and there. Although the notebooks wouldn't help me probably with anything that's for the resistance. Can I go back down this? Really? But I want to. My, submarine is stuck there. Okay. Can I call the submarine over here? Did my submarine go... Oh, my submarine went back, I think? Is that it over there? What is over there? This thing looks like a viewport? Or, actually, let's just be honest, it looks like a Dalek. Where's my submarine? Which I've apparently decided is mine, even though I just found it. And it clearly is on rails. Can I really not do this? Yeah, it seems to fight me. Maybe if I press this button again, like maybe it's like... keep the prisoner in check? Can I do it now? No. Whatever allowed that to work before is expired, apparently. Maybe you can only call it down from there? From down there? I don't see a lever to bring it back. Well, that raises a problem, because I need my submarine in order to get to other platforms around here, I believe. Maybe there's a button I can use to call it back? Because... let's see. Let's check to see... I freed that guy, so like, will you react to that at all? Do you know that I did that? Not looking good. Here's the normal submarine location. These are still empty. Lever doesn't work. Have I screwed up badly? Still over there, right? Under there? I can't really tell if it's there or not. I assume it's still there. Well, crap. Don't I need that to go to all the other locations? Are there other locations? Maybe that's the thing. Maybe there's just no other locations. The submarine has 5 stops. One down here. There was one down there somewhere, and one over there, but that one just made it so I could set up the landing pad so I could get out of the submarine. There's one vaguely over there. I'm not really sure why, but that's really close to the location where I got in the submarine in the first place, so maybe it doesn't matter. See if I can get back there real quick to establish why that mattered. Clicky clicky. And they get spooked. Oh! I missed the walkway and I jumped off. And apparently I can come down here. Hello, down here. Surprise! Anything here? There's some palm trees, or palm tree-like trees or something. A lot of rocks to look at, but none of them seem like they do anything so far. They made this whole region, so I'm suspicious inherently of why it's here. Hello. You are an H type thing. But like a different H type thing. Alright, let's draw you with all the other eyeballs I have, so... There we go. Drawn on the list of things. It's the Roman numeral 2, essentially, but with a horizontal line in the middle. Another eyeball found. What do they do, though? That's what I'm wondering. They could almost be a code to get through that one weird combination room I had, but they didn't really have number symbols, but maybe that you can start... Maybe I'll find a note that says, the numbers refer to them starting in a certain position, but then I don't know what the I symbols would refer to as numbers, necessarily. The way that there's a bunch of similar symbols makes me think that they might be numbers, but I don't really know how to interpret the numbers yet, so we're gonna have to wait if that even is what they are. I don't see anything else here. I'm curious, though. They're not back? Okay. I find myself curious, like, I wonder if I can make them not run away. This is near... I don't know if I can really make it out, but near here is where the other platform appears to be. Yeah, over there, I think is where the one last platform is, so I was like trying to go there next. But maybe I can't now? Yeah, there is a spot over there. I don't know how to get the submarine back. Suppose we'll have to see. Okay, so where can I go next? Let's try clicking really far away. Do they come back? That looks so clickable. It's like a teacup up there. There they are. Okay. I stood still and they didn't react. Did they only see motion? Yeah, the beaks seem just about right with what I clicked on on the list of symbols I could go for. Hi. Do you guys swim underwater? And then like... Are you filter feeders? Do you eat by, like, swimming through the water with your mouth like that, and then food goes to the filter feeding? They're laying on top of each other. Oh, they swam away? Well, that didn't work out. But now I'm curious, so now I'm gonna run track again for a little while and give some of you old-timers freaking seizures because you're all like, oh my god, this game didn't run like this when I played it as a kid. This could never happen. Look at me, going 15 screens per second, blowing your mind. Let's try approaching from the other side, I guess? The fact that you seem to be able to approach without scaring them off makes me think there's a reason to do that. But maybe not. I believe at the end of Myst, in the weird rhyme chapter that's like set up for this expansion, that's set up for this sequel, you can just like randomly just go in and like it will... What is it? You can go in and there's like a weird area where like you can just make like auroras. Are they still animating? Look at them. You could make auroras of various colors and it was just pointless. It didn't affect any puzzles or anything. It was just kind of there. Maybe this is just kind of here. Hi. Love me. It reminds me of when I was a kid, our PC didn't really have video games on it mostly. The first video game I ever played on the PC was the Age of Empires 2, The Age of Kings, I think. That's not true, I had like educational games, but that was my first like normal video game I picked out and wanted to play and stuff like that. There was Age of Empires 2, The Age of Kings. But, like I played like 3rd grade adventure and a bunch of other like, I think I played a sock game with Pajama Sam and stuff like that, where like, but mostly like educational things. I had some kind of like dinosaur tour software that's reminiscent of this, of just like these... You can tell with modern sensibilities, you can probably tell like it's a super low detail 3D model that's just kind of it's probably really waxy and weird looking, but it's also super low resolution in the render, so it kind of undoes some of the effect, and it actually looks like a surprisingly impressive 3D model because you're looking at it through such a filter of like pixelization. But I remember like all these things like, look at this Tyrannosaurus Rex and stuff like that, and it was like, it's running through the fields and it's scary. Everything, video games are scary. Yes. How do you do? With your weird little turkey neck? Oh. Okay. Maybe it's just a chance to approach it for a moment to be all like, look at you! You look neat! And that's it. That might be it. Maybe just a chance to look at it up close and nothing else. Hard to say. The only takeaway, of course, is that if I need to do it, I'll eventually do it. Not like I'm going to randomly give up because I couldn't approach it correctly one time. Am I back into wandering around territory now? I might be back into wandering around territory right now. I'm trying to think of where I would go next. And my, decision of where to go next might be somewhat random, because I'm like, okay, I let that dude out, and I got into his hideout and found a code location that I don't know how to input. There we go. I'm like, how do I get out? You're probably not going to tell me anything. You take me back here. Let's see. This is where he was captured in the first place, if he is the same guy. Or he might not have been captured because he might just be the guy that works with this group. I don't have an input for you yet either. Okay. I'm gonna try to find my way back to his study and double check his notebook for any symbols that might help. Otherwise I'll just wander around more.